Hello everyone, this is the shmuTV Funny News Show, and I am your host, Esther. We are going to start today's show with the news of a missing Jesus. An airport nativity scene is missing a key player after some pranksters have stolen the baby, leaving the three wise men clearly stunned. It was a case of away goes the manger after the bosses at Manchester Airport noticed the Son of God had disappeared. From all of us here at shmuTV, we hope the baby Jesus is safely returned. OAP Celia Gomez hit the headlines earlier this year when she attempted to restore a 200-year-old Ecce Homo by Alice Gerasi Martin, even though the point has been described as a monkey in an ill-fitting tunic. It has put her off making Ping and even more paintings. She has started selling her work on eBay and has attracted over 30 people to bid for her last painting of the Las Bardos de Borja, with top bid of £400. Some tourists have flocked to the Sanctuary of Mercy Church near Zaragoza, where the Ecce Homo has been untouched for over 100 years before the recent transformation. Gangnam-style fever has reached London's sewers in a new parody aimed at tracking the capital's blocked drains. Thames Water has released their own budget version of the song. The video, entitled Sewerman Style, urges people not to wash turkey fat down the sinks at Christmas. Bin it, don't block it. Got it? Here's a little sneak peek of the video.
Sermon style. Sermon style. Sermon style. We put our sexy suits on to clear a massive mound. We put our sexy boots on and head below the ground. The historic brick sewers under London are our hood, but so many people don't treat them like they should. In our dressing suite, our suits are super stylish. Underneath the street, there's no point in being squirmish. Watching round your feet, we stand here and we clear what you excrete. The wet one sheet. If you touch it, then you see it. You really do. Yeah, you really do. Yeah, on your website. It's up there here. Hey, happy to be here. Hey, so please be. We can't walk down. Style.
Thank you for tuning into the Funny News Show here on shmuTV.
Hello, I'm Bob McDonald and welcome to the Top 10 Movie Review Show. This is my guest Amy. How are you, Amy?
I'm fine, thank you.
So we've got a great selection of Christmas films. Our first film today is Fred Claus.
Ho, ho, you holy cow.
Look and listen, baby, that's my philosophy. It's called rubbernecking, baby.
It's proven
When you take a little bit of a break,
Bring it to me!
you have an explosion of efficiency.
The board is seriously considering shutting you down. What? Oh, and also, we're gonna dump the Easter Bunny.
This holiday season.
Fred! All you think about is yourself. Don't throw snowballs at me. Fat boy! Ah! Come on!
From the director of Wedding Crashers, Vince Vaughn.
I'm having a ball?
Ho, ho, ho. Paul Giamatti.
You need to practice tough love.
I'm a saint, sweetheart. Tough love's a little difficult for me.
Fred Claus.
You sure you wouldn't be more comfortable down here on the bottom?
I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference, Willie.
So what did you think of Fred Claus, Amy?
I think it's a really funny film, actually. It really cheers you up at Christmas.
Definitely keeps the Christmas blues away. So our next film today is Home Alone.
Police in the northern suburbs are on the lookout for a pair of burglars who are calling themselves the Wet Bandits.
We know that you're in there.
It's Santa Claus and his elf.
Get off my property.
This is my house. I have to defend it.
Where's your mother?
My mom's in the car.
Where's your father?
He's at work.
What about your brothers and sisters?
I'm an only child.
Where do you live?
Can't tell you that.
Why not?
Because you're a stranger.
He's a kid. I mean, what can a kid do to us?
Kids are stupid. I know I was.
You still are, Mark. This is it.
I don't care if I have to get out on your runway and hitchhike. I am going to get home to my son.
Yes!
Where are you, you little creep?
I'm gonna kill that kid!
Why'd you take your shoes off?
Why are you dressed like a chicken?
Gus Polinski, polka king of the Midwest. If you have to get to Chicago, we'll gladly drive you.
Hey, guys.
Yesterday, he was just a kid. But tonight, he's a home security system.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
From John Hughes.
You know, I got a feeling this is gonna be your best Christmas ever.
A family comedy without the family. Home Alone.
Home Alone's a great film. I think it's very funny and keeps the whole family entertained. What do you think of Home Alone, Amy?
I only like the first one.
Yeah.
I don't like any of the other ones because I think it's just repeated over again.
It gets a bit too far and it gets kind of unrealistic, the fact that he gets lost so much.
Yeah.
So our next film today is Polar Express.
Well, you coming?
Where?
Why, to the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express! All aboard!
Polar Express is a beautiful story with excellent animation, in my opinion. But what do you think, Amy?
I haven't seen it in ages, but I remember when it first came out and I liked it, but I was never a big fan because I think it's a bit too dull. It's not really exciting.
Before I went to see it, I had quite high expectations because the reviews had pumped it up. But now that I've watched it a couple of times, I still think it's a good film. I thought it was worse when I saw it originally because of the expectations. Our next film today is Santa Claus.
Somebody's on the roof.
Maybe it's Santa.
Not now, Charlie.
This Christmas, Scott Calvin's getting into the spirit the only way he can.
Hey, you!
By accident.
If something should happen to me, put on my suit. The reindeer will know what to do.
It is Santa. You killed him.
Did not.
Check out Santa's sleigh.
When you put on the suit, you fell subject to the Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus?
What does that mean? It means you put on the suit, you're the big guy. Ha!
Santa, how come your clothes are so baggy?
Do you want this doll or not? Go back to sleep.
Santa Claus is a great film. It keeps the whole family entertained and sitting around the TV. What do you think this time, Amy?
I think it's one of probably the only like really good Christmas films because I've watched it a lot when I was younger and stuff, and I like the first one, the original one as well. I don't really like the second or the third ones.
Sequels can really overdo a storyline, especially with a film like Santa Claus, which was so original. Our next film today is Gremlins.
If you get it wet, it will multiply.
All that from water? They got wet? Yeah, plain water.
And most important, no matter how much they beg, never, never let them eat after midnight. Because when they do, they change. They become clever, mischievous.
What's going on here?
And dangerous.
Gremlins, eh? Little monsters.
Right.
Hundreds of them.
Well, I don't know, maybe thousands.
They've been here too. Billy, what are these things? Where do they come from?
Look, I know it sounds crazy, I know. But in a few hours, you're gonna have a major disaster on your hands.
Gremlins, directed by Joe Dante. They'll be expecting you.
That was Gremlins, which is one of my favourite films around this time of year because it fits in with so many themes, and the fact that it's so unique in the way that it's a horror film designed for kids, which keeps the twist of it being childish and unique and funny, makes it very different compared to other horror films. But what do you think?
I've never seen it, so I have no idea what it's about.
Okay.
So I don't know I don't have a clue.
Well, this would be a good time to explain the storyline. It's basically a Christmas present. This boy gets a mogwai, which turns into a big monster when, well, it produces big monsters when it's given water. Our next film is The Muppets.
Humbug. He was the greediest man alive.
It's Ebenezer Scrooge.
Until the night he met someone extraordinary.
Hello.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
I'll drink to Mr. Scrooge, even though he is odious and stingy and badly dressed.
Humbug.
Oh, there goes Mr. Humbug. There goes Mr. Grin.
Do you think it's safe for us to be up here?
If they gave a prize for being mean, the winner would be him.
Yes, Mr. Cratchit.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, the bookkeeping staff would like to have an extra shovel full of coal for the fire.
Our assets are frozen.
How would the bookkeepers like to be suddenly
Unemployed!
Heat wave! Oi! This is my island in the sun.
The Muppets Christmas Carol is amazing. It keeps the spirit and magic of Jim Henson's Muppets alive even after Jim Henson passed, as well as keeping the story of A Christmas Carol. They stay quite true to it rather than drifting away and making it all about the Muppets. So what's your opinion on this, or have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I went to see it in the cinema when it came out. I loved it. It's really cheesy, but it's childish.
I remember we had the VHS and we used it so much that it ended up being worn out. Thank God for DVD. So our next film is Disney's version of A Christmas Carol.
What if you were given a second chance to get your life right? This holiday season, the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future
Get away! Get away!
will give one man that chance. This November, Walt Disney Pictures and Image Movers Digital invite you to experience the classic tale like you've never seen it before in Disney Digital 3D and IMAX 3D.
Humbug.
Disney's A Christmas Carol.
That was Elf, which is a festive comedy which keeps the whole family laughing. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. That film was The Christmas Carol by Disney, which is an amazing film made in 3D and made graphically amazing in comparison to the Muppets version. But what do you think, Amy?
I don't really know. I haven't seen this version, but the old one used to scare me when I was little because I don't like ghosts. But I don't know about this version.
Well, I think it was graphically quite good and it looked incredible, but I didn't think it was as good as some other versions I've seen. Our next film is actually Elf.
Ow! Son of a nutcracker!
Oh no. These guys are bad news. We better get out of here.
You know what? We can take them. Okay, I'll start making as many snowballs as you can. You ready? Let's go.
That was Elf, which I think is a really funny film. But what do you think?
It's my favourite film ever. Like, not even just a Christmas film, just out of every film in the world. It's my favourite. I watch it in the summer.
So what would make it your favourite film? What makes it so special and standing out?
It's really like cheery, and any mood you're in, it makes you happy. It cheers you up.
Okay. Our next film may be not as cheery, but definitely a good one. Die Hard.
Do you really think you have a chance against our sadistic cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
You just destroyed a building. And I am in charge of this situation.
Well, I got some bad news for you. From up here, that look like you're in charge of Jack.
He is alone, he is tired, and he hasn't seen diddly squat from anybody down here.
Hey, pal, how you feeling?
All things being equal, I'd rather be in Philadelphia.
And you have it.
Only John can drive somebody that crazy.
He's an easy guy to like.
Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
And a hard man to kill. Bruce Willis. Die Hard.
Got invited to the Christmas party by mistake. Who knew?
Die Hard is a great film, full of action and adventure. What do you think of Die Hard?
I've never seen it. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm guessing by the title it's not very cheery.
Well, you're truly missing out on...
I don't like films of people getting killed. It's kind of mean. So I'm probably not gonna like that film. I'm not gonna go watch it.
You're missing out on something special there, Amy.
No, it doesn't really seem Christmassy at all.
It's set around Christmas, therefore it makes it into the list. Our next film is A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Welcome to an extraordinary world filled with magic and wonder. Open your mind and let yourself go to a place where every day is Halloween and every night Jack Skellington
I am the Pumpkin King!
dreams of something different.
What is this? It's someplace new.
Jack, look out!
What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's white things in the air. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Jack. This isn't fair. What is this?
Haven't you heard of peace on earth and goodwill toward men?
Touchstone Pictures presents the enchanting story of two very special dreamers and the holiday spirit that brought them together. From the imagination of Tim Burton comes The Nightmare Before Christmas.
That was Nightmare Before Christmas. This is one of my all-time favorite Christmas films and definitely one of my favorite Tim Burton films, especially of the recent ones. What do you think of it?
It seems like a really popular film, but I've never seen it. So I don't know anything about it, but maybe I've seen it before. I don't think I have.
Well, I think it's a great film with beautiful animation and an amazing storyline. And the fact that it's also set around Halloween means it also fits in at around that time. So, I'm Bob McDonald, and this is Amy Bruce. And this, Merry Christmas from us, and have a good night. Bye.
What do you call a chicken in a shell suit? An egg. Does it get any better or not? Like.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you'll really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm.